Hi. Welcome to our show.
Well, hi, everybody!
Coming to you somewhat live and semi-weekly from the Quad M World Headquarters located in Helena's scenic North Valley. This is the Quad M Show, and we are your hosts. I am TJ.
Jason.
And, good sir, how was your week?
My week was Nagu Con and fishing and work.
and well, the Nagu Con part we'll get in here. We'll get into here shortly. So yeah, no, I saw the post. I believe I liked it, as you say. Yes, so refreshing after a weekend of booth working. How was the trip? Did you get anything besides teaching a worm how to swim?
You don't teach a worm how to swim. Teach him how to die.
Teach him how to drown.
Oh, we pulled in a few fish. It was good.
Nice. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, the other than Nagu Con, and plus it was just, you know, it was kind of a quick blur as far as recording the show, Nagu Con, then back to fucking real life. So
stupid real life.
God damn you, real life.
No!
Well, let's go ahead here. And for all you cats and kittens, first I'd like to apologize for the lateness of last week's episode coming out as late as it did. Unfortunately, we did our recording on Wednesday, and then Thursday, Nagu Con. In our local hamlet of Helena, we have a small little anime convention that takes place called Nagu Con. And really, it is a pretty small convention. I think they only pulled maybe about 300 or so people. I never did get a final number from their statisticians.
I haven't read either. I've been checking out their Facebook too to see if they haven't said how many yet.
Yeah, unless it's like record-breaking numbers, they're never going to really post anything, you know. And there's certain conventions that kind of I don't want to say lie, but they give an accurate recounting as far as their version of the accurate recounting. I mean, I'm not going to name specific conventions, but there's one that they will count the same person 3 times because they showed up all 3 days. They just count it as an individual. Each day was an individual deal. And then, of course, there's others that will, do the this is how many actual people showed up. So, I mean, it just kind of really depends. So the event in and of itself was, 3 days. And for myself, I enjoyed it. I had actually more sales of Enigma and related merchandise this year than I did last year, which kind of, it surprised me, but it didn't, because I took a piece of merchandise and did a lower price point, so obviously there wasn't nearly the income from the last year. But like you and I had, like you had said to me, it's getting issues of Enigma in people's hands.
Indeed,
and that's all that matters. So, as I begin to sit here and cycle through and recount the shit in my head over the thing. How was your Nagu Con experience? What did you take away from it?
I thought the Nagu Con went rather well. I was pretty impressed that there wasn't any big, huge, giant snafus or anything. Mm-hmm. Everything seemed to went pretty smooth. Our end was kind of like, pretty much, it was kind of boring. I mean, sitting at the table and whatnot, waiting for the little events to get over.
Right.
But I did check out some of the YouTube videos. Nagu Con has got a YouTube page and whatnot.
Oh, I was not aware of that.
They do, and they put up a couple videos here and there every year. Mm-hmm. And from what I saw in their video, it looked like everybody was having a lot of fun. Actually, there was video of like their events, the battle chests.
The lip sync,
all that stuff.
Yeah, they love them, the improv and the interpretive dance. They certainly love that.
Yeah, it was kind of weird, but they put on a show and people showed up, dude. I mean, vendors came from Alaska to Iowa, and
yeah, that really was one of the things that really impressed me. There was the fact that there was a guy to our immediate left who was from Alaska, mm-hmm. and I figured if you're going to travel that length of distance, you were going to do more than just kind of sit there, but he wasn't really a people person. Don't get me wrong, he was a good guy and everything, from what I've, talked to him, but not much in the way of sparkling personality as far as that.
But his artwork was pretty damn good.
Yeah, oh yeah. No, I picked up one of his deals because that's one of the things when you're working the booth and you're part of that Artist Alley deal. Someone buys your shit, you buy their shit. Kind of one hand washing the other, helping each other out type of deal.
Oh yeah, that's why I brought my big stack of tip money in. Dished out them dollar bills.
A dollar bill, yo. And then I wasn't sure who came from Iowa. There was the two gals on the end that had their little manga rock and roll romance that they came from Oklahoma. I think they were from Tulsa. And I know that because, number one, they told me. And number two, the gal was checking out our website the next day because, as we were talking about last week, saw an IP address and like 12 different pages that they were cycling through on the website.
So your fucking numbers.
No, it's not a number. I just want to know who's looking. Where is these people coming from? So
what is this numerical IP address?
Yeah. What sort of sorcery be this?
Numbers. I like numbers.
But no. I mean, that was cool. I don't remember which vendor came from Iowa, even though I did hear that they came from Iowa. I wasn't too sure as far as which one it was. But,
I wasn't sure which one either.
But. And then, of course, I'm not going to, not going to really name names, but there's the gal that was across the aisle from us, and I've worked around her through a number of conventions over the past year and a half or so. And the one thing that annoys me when it comes to conventions and people working their booths are the ones that just dawdle off and like you never see them. And, I think we kind of had it figured out that either A, she just doesn't give a shit, or B, she's got her husband is just fucking incredibly rolling in dough that she can just fucking, this is just my hobby, I don't give a shit, blah, 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 and just fucking walk away. I mean, it's very rare that you see her actually working the table. Fuck, we even did a sale for her.
Yeah. That's right. I forgot about that.
Hell, that's $5. That's $2.50 that could have went into both our pockets, but instead we are the honest guys.
Could have been, yeah.
But what hey, that's what it is. And of course, the one thing that's always enjoyable about the conventions is, of course, the fans, the attendees, the people that show up, and after last year, and really when you work the same town a couple times, you tend to remember certain people. Mm-hmm. So there was the cute little high schooler who had bought issue 1 the last time, and I'm still kicking myself in the ass for cutting her the deal I did for the issues 2 and 3. Oh, this is our pop money. Yeah. Fine. It's money. I'll take it. But that. But really the ones that I really want to point out to is I never know names, but there was the one gal who we were lovingly called Katy Perry.
Oh, okay.
Because kind of looked like a 30-something middle-aged Katy Perry. Had her Marvel T-shirt on, showed up at the booth and says, "Oh my God, there's actually somebody here that sells comics." Yes, yes, there is.
Yes.
Please look through and enjoy. And then the one group that really is the highlight of the Helena Nagu Con fans. The ones that I lovingly named Four Corals in a Kilt.
4 corals in a kilt. And in that on the Nagu Con's web YouTube page, on the video, the 4 corals in the kilt were participating in the events and stuff.
Oh, were they?
Yeah.
Okay. So just to give you folks out there that are listening, just to kind of give you the mental picture as we're playing this here theater of the mind. Imagine 4 brothers, all of varying heights, sizes, and ages, dressed in jeans, kind of button-up shirt, hands always tucked in the pocket with the thumb out, all wearing hats like Carl from Walking Dead.
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
That's where I was basing.
Wide brimmed floppy hat.
Man from Snowy River style hat. Okay, and hence the name 4 Corals. And then they have an older brother who looks nothing like them. So I'm thinking he might be one of the farmhands kids, if you know what I mean. And he kind of has the receding hairline, the ginger beard, and all that. And, he shows up the first day in a black T-shirt and jeans. And then the next 2 days, Friday and Saturday, he's wearing the same T-shirt, but now
he's kilt.
He's wearing a kilt.
If you think I'm sexy, I just want my body. All you got to do is call.
A kilt and 2 pair of socks and like calf-high work boots.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, they're
motherfucker stomped around there with authority, though.
they're rocking and rolling. And I never really paid too much attention to them as they were talking or anything. But our good friend Chris McClanahan, who was a guest host last week, proprietor of Deeply Dapper, well, he had a booth over there, and apparently was one of his little things, as we always mention on the show, is he's got his little soaps that he likes to sell. And one of the guys was up there, hey, what y'all selling?
Hey, what's going on this side?
And Chris says, well, these are my scented novelty soaps. These are what, like the Mario Flower Power is cinnamon and something else. And, B is for boomstick. That's gunpowder and something else, and da-da-da-da. And the one, I don't know which one it was that said it, but he looks at him and says, Mama makes our soap. She don't put no stink on it. It just smells like soap. Mm-hmm. So that's what they're dealing with. But the one friend that they made, whose booth they were pretty much at all day. I don't know how you saw them in videos participating in events when they were at Douche Nozzle, as we've come to call him, Douche Nozzle's booth, or Douche Gargle, as you like
Douche
to call him.
Gargler, yeah.
Yeah. So there, in every crowd, you're going to have one, and it doesn't matter whether it's the workplace, the place you frequent, wherever it is. You're always going to have that one guy. That one guy, and this is that one guy that no matter what, he's done it bigger, he's done it better, and he is the king of shit hill, and boy, he'll tell you right off the bat. And really, he is so full of shit on 90% of his stuff. And what's funny is, I don't know. Maybe it's just this convention that calls him out on all of his bullshit.
Maybe, I don't know, because it got to be, because it's a smaller convention. So, and
well, there's
that fucking guy from the inappropriate comments to the just outright lying. It was, oh my god.
Oh yeah, no, we'll get to the inappropriateness here in a second. But he right off the bat, and I mean, he's like cool and everything right off the bat. And then I started hearing from certain parties who, very reliable sources, who were saying that the gal that was working with him last year, I guess I didn't know she was only 15, but apparently there might have been some stalker issues, and so she kind of ghosted him. And not answering the phones, not answering texts. The boyfriend is having to tell him no, she's. She was in the hospital, blah, 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 doesn't really know, oh, okay. And so from there, I kind of immediately put the red flags, and the shields were up. Chekhov put those shields up. And, like later on, he was talking about how, I've got the license to be able to do this, and, there's only so many people that get to have this license to be able to do this. And my good friend Jody works over at a local toy and hobby store called the White Knight. Get that look out of your eye. I'm seeing it right now, you bastard. Yeah, no. That's what. Yeah, we'll just let it lie there. Yeah, no. But she called him out on his bullshit too, saying, "Oh, really? Yeah, because I know where you ordered it from. I got him right over here."
Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah, ordered the same shit she did, but like just took it out of the package and put another added like $10 to the price.
Yeah, and then said either he was the exclusive licensor or he made it himself. Mm-hmm. And she called him out on it. He wouldn't say a further word to her. And I think he wouldn't say anything further to Chris after some stuff, but I'm not sure. But apparently not only did he have the stalkers thing going on there, he was going around to all of the vendors, and of course, the female vendors, he's over there just, oh yeah, no, I'm king of shit hill, blah, 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 trying to be all this and that. Which is funny how he's sitting there trying to play that he's got game when he had And I don't want to say in the strictest of confidence because he was pretty loud when he fucking said it. Oh, little hindsight here. There was last year. Him and one of the staffers got pretty friendly. So I just naturally thought, oh, they must be, there must be some kind of hookup there, right? And, I'm sitting there talking. I was like, oh, blah, blah, blah. Well, what about you and what's-her-face? Didn't you guys hook up? No. I'm 26 and I'm a virgin.
Say what?
Like, what? You actually openly admit that to damn near a complete fucking stranger?
Down.
Is that a religion thing? No, I just can't get a date. Well, when you sit and fucking listen to him talk, it's no surprise.
Indeed.
And then, of course, again, a good friend, our good buddy, had noticed there was like inappropriate conduct going on with 13, 14-year-olds and all that type of stuff. So the security kind of kept a watchful eye on him for the rest of the show. But all in all, I think for myself, I mean, it was one of those conventions where it's not big enough to where you're standing up and you're shilling and selling as much as I would like to be, like every possible fucking second. But, number one, it was nice to have the time off work. It was nice to just be back behind a table again. And honestly, it was nice having people sit there and say, I love your work.
Indeed.
That is always, that's what makes it for me, is just, obviously, number one, the money, but number two, having people say they dig the work. So, I can't complain. I didn't lose money doing the show, and we both got our ego stroked.
Yeah. Stroke that ego. Yeah.
And yeah, as far as like, I mean, no snafus, they run a really good show. I mean, it's a small show, so it's usually pretty easy to handle shit. I don't remember any big snafus from last year that happened. So, and I've talked to them, and I don't think they want to really get, any bigger. So, hopefully by next year, maybe we'll have, issue number 4 will be done, and hopefully I'll have a trade out with the first 7 issues, so then that way I'll have more stuff to sell. Because I think at this point I've kind of killed Helena as far as doing the shows, because it's really the same people that show up. So be what be. Any other thoughts or retrospective feelings towards the Con of Nagu?
The Con of Nagu. No, I just thought they actually put on a good show. People had fun and no fuck ups, and it went pretty well.
And there you go.
Yeah.
A fun time had by all. Okay, so 2 real quick things here before we get into the first break. So, a while back, somebody kind of pissed me off when they said, you guys shouldn't be caring about numbers or stats or anything like that. Good Lord, you're 30 episodes in. Well, here again, I keep track of stats for 2 reasons. Number 1, I want to know how many people are listening. And number 2, I want to give fan service. I want to show my appreciation to the people that are listening, whether they're real or bots. I don't know. So I've decided I'm going to, for the next couple weeks, I'm going to start a new feature. And we'll see. We'll kind of track this and trend it and see how it goes.
All right.
I'm going to go with the top 10 towns that are listening to the Quad M Show.
Okay.
This is based off of statistics from Google Analytics, where I believe they pull from both.
Top 10 towns based on what?
I think it's iTunes, hitting the website, basically any access to our RSS feed.
Okay.
Is what I'm basing it on. So, starting at number 10.
Okay.
I will tell you right now, the majority of this is Montana. So I want to thank our home state for giving up the support. God bless your little hearts.
All right.
Okay. So at number 10, we've got Bozeman, Montana.
Of course.
That, of course. And Kiss was playing there the other week. Apparently, Gene Simmons had himself a slip and a fall. Did you hear about that?
I heard about
it. Yeah. Almost reason enough for me to wish I had gone to that show, but I don't.
He's getting old. He's lucky he didn't break a hip.
That's exactly. I don't regret not going. All right, at number 9, Union City, California. And right there, I would like to say hello to our good friend, Derek Crabb. Don't know if you caught that we were having a little bit of a back and forth about the Batman killing joke on Facebook after I got back from the show. So he was there too. But anyways, yes, Union City, California at number 9. Okay, numbers 8 and 7. This is where I'm thinking these are probably bots.
Okay.
Number 8 is Muntiniyupa? Muntiniyupa? MUNTINUPA.
Where is that?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I have no idea.
Muntinlupa.
Muntinlupa.
Okay.
So apparently someone out there in the Asian wilderness of Muntinlupa, the bot. Number 7, Kuala Lumpur is at number 7. Number 6 brings us back to reality with Oshkosh, Wisconsin.
Huh.
Got some fine folks out in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Listen to the Quad M show while they're making their cream and cheese and other various dairy products. Number 5, a favorite town of mine, particularly in working conventions, is surprisingly an awesome town, Salt Lake City, Utah.
Huh.
Those guys are just great out there. I love that town. Number 4, Boise, Idaho. So apparently we're getting maybe we're getting some carryover from all that Deeply Dapper love.
Maybe.
From all of his shows. At number 3, London, England. Apparently we're big in the UK.
Nice.
At number 2, and this is one that I do really want to point out here, Arlington Heights, Illinois. It's in a suburb of Chicago.
Okay.
And here we go back to playing that game again. I see the IP address pop up frequently. So this gentleman or gentle lady who is listening to us from Arlington Heights, Illinois, enjoys going to the website to listen to the show. So they're not using iTunes. They're listening to the show from the website. And I appreciate it. And to you in Arlington Heights, whomever you are, thank you for being the faithful fan that you are. Every week, they are there. And I it's every time I see that I see that they've popped on Friday. Every time I'm like, shit, and they're probably saying, when are these fuckers going to load this shit up on time? To you, thank you for being a faithful listener. Bless your heart. And the number 1 town listening to the Quad M show.
Is it Helena?
Yes, it would be the hometown. Hometown Helena. Once again, doing its job, showing hometown love to the homeboys. God bless you, Helena.
Giggity.
Giggity, giggity from the scenic North Valley.
Yeah, it's probably just TJ bouncing his IP address off of some servers in China, making it look like it's more people clicking on the website. But
No, because I burn the CD to disc and I listen to it in the car. So I can sit there and say, God, I wish I would have made that joke there. God, I should have used that sound effect there.
But I know it wouldn't be TJ bouncing his IP address because he won't even use an ad blocker.
That's right. All right, so let's go ahead here and wrap this. Where are you trying to look up the Manabatupadua town?
I am, yeah. We're going to find out where this motherfucker's from.
All right, well, whilst you're doing that, let me go ahead here. And, once again, we are very blessed. We have another Z-list celebrity follower for this week. Ooh. This week, we have this fine actress by the name of Amber Dawn Fox. And I'll read you a little excerpt from her bio on IMDb.
I Googled her already.
Yeah, well, does she know?
That's a good thing about Google.
They never know when you Google them or not. Amber Dawn Fox is best known for her role in The Walking Dead as Officer Bello, one of Dawn's people at the Grady Memorial Hospital in Season 5. She started as a background actor in 2009 and has worked on such shows as The Vampire Diaries, The Originals, and Under the Dome. She also has worked on the film Dear John and Dumb and Dumber 2, among others. And looking at the IMDb bibliography, a lot of, background actors, little bit parts, probably not a whole lot of speaking roles. But you know what? At the end of the day, that's why she's a Z-list celebrity and we're not, is because she's still up there on the TV screen. She's still up there on the big screen, all that type of stuff. So she's out there. We're not. So anyways, Amber Dawn Fox, bless your little heart. Thank you, Amber, for joining us here in the Quad M Show Playground. Please, by all means, don't push the other kids off the swings. Skinned knees suck.
All right.
Do we have a location for Manamanapatua?
Muntinlupa is a city in the Philippines.
Oh.
It's the southernmost city in the Philippine National Capital Region. According to the 2015 census, it has a population of 504,509. Covering 18.03 square miles, an elevation of 52 feet.
Well.
Founded in 1601. Current temperature, 90 degrees Fahrenheit, 32 degrees Celsius. Local time, it is tomorrow.
Time machine.
Thursday, 10 a.m. Area code 2.
And there you go. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. All the stats you needed to know about Montenupa.
Montenupa.
Yeah, that too. All right, so we'll go ahead here, and we'll take a little bit of a break, and we will come right back with a little bit of Fred G. Sanford and some hot takes. This is the Quad M Show. Stay tuned.
Have you checked out QuadMProductions.com lately? QuadMProductions.com is your direct access hookup to order Enigma the comic book series and download the Quad M podcast. Check the appearances page for upcoming events and contact us with questions or comments. Don't be the only lonely soul who's missing out on all the fun. Visit us today at QuadMProductions.com. That's QuadMProductions.com.
Welcome back to the second segment of the Quad M Show. We are your hosts. I am TJ.
Jason.
And this segment is sponsored in part by Mirror Salon and Spa. Now, I know you folks are out there, and you're online, and you're seeing those pictures, and you're saying, damn, how does TJ get that awesome hair? Well, a very small part of it's genetics. The big credit, however, goes to Shauna and all of the fine folks over at Mirror. Now, if you are in the Helena area, and I know you are because you're the number one shit in town listening to this show.
Number one. Ichiban.
All right, so if you're in the Helena area, make your reservations today for all of your hair, nail, or spa needs. Walk-ins are always welcome. Make sure to try out some of those newfangled things they got there, like the lash extensions and the permanent eyeliner. Tell them Quad M sent you. Get yourself $5 off any service they provide. That is Mirror Salon and Spa. Give them a call today, 406-603-0644, or stop on in at 2043 North Last Chance Gulch in Helena. That is Mirror Salon and Spa.
Kigami.
What? As we're looking shit up, what's that one mean?
Mirror.
Oh, well, there we go. See? Like I say, kids, entertaining as well as educational. God damn it. All right, let's go ahead and get ourselves into some Fred G. Sanford Award action. So this story comes to us. I don't remember where I pulled it from, but you'll be pleased, good sir, that this is not Florida.
Oh,
in any way, shape, or form.
Is it Brazil?
No. This would come to us by way of Portland, Oregon. 57-year-old man falls out of his Dodge Neon while attempting to kidnap himself in an effort to extort money from his mother.
You big dummy.
And the story goes as such.
He tried to kidnap himself?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
All right. So the 57-year-old man who fell out of a moving car on I-205 Sunday allegedly staged his own kidnapping in an effort to extort money from his dear, sweet, wrinkled, gray-haired mother. Are you ready for this name? This is great.
Okay.
This is an award winner. John R. McPhail.
All right. Are you sure this isn't the Onion you're reading here?
No. This was the real deal. This
Okay.
was a real deal. This, I believe, was a Portland, some sort of Oregon newspaper. This was the real deal. And the Onion doesn't go with jive-ass names like McPhail. You can't. Come on. All right, so McPhail fell out of the silver. Try that one again. All right, so McPhail fell out of his silver Dodge Neon somewhere around 10 a.m. Sunday during a chase between cars near Johnson Creek Boulevard, Oregon State Police said. People who called 911 said McPhail had his hands bound behind him and a bag over his head. On Monday, investigators said the chase didn't happen. Witnesses told police the Neon stopped and two men got out. But when witnesses stopped, the men returned to the Neon and drove off. One witness tried to flatten one of the Neon's tires. McPhail was treated and released from OSU. That's the Oregon Health and Science University. I've actually been there. for the old eyeballs. Really cool place. The Canis, Cannas, the Canis resident initially told police he'd been kidnapped from Canis, but his story didn't hold up. Monday afternoon, Canis police said McPhail confessed he staged the event to get money from his mother. The woman never lost any cash, though, police said.
You big dummy.
He was later arrested for initiating a false report and conspiracy to commit theft and is being held at the Clackamas County Jail.
Okay.
Wonder how much money, dear sweet old...
There's just all kinds of what the fuck in that story. Why did...
all kinds of what the fuck? Please, bullet point it for us, sir.
The witnesses tried to flatten his tires.
It could have been through maybe somebody had a conceal and carry license. So they thought they were going to be fucking Starsky and Hutch and started shooting at the tires. Maybe they were like a certain co-host of the Quad M show that is very blade happy.
Witnesses told the police the Neon stopped and 2 men got out. But when witnesses stopped, the men returned to the Neon and drove off. One witness, OSP said, tried to flatten one of the Neon's tires.
But they don't say how.
And why?
Stop them criminals. Got to stop them bad guys.
What the fuck? I mean, they didn't... Yeah, officer, these 2 guys, they got out of his car, and then they got back in and drove off. So I tried to flatten their tires. Are those the guys you're looking for?
See, and I'm just wondering how much money the elderly Mrs. McPhail had.
Why is there no statement from Mom?
Where's that statement from the widow McPhail?
McPhail, you in there?
Who is it? Who is it? Oh, hello, officer. It's me, Moneybags McPhail. You caught me in the midst of dips in my Scrooge McDuck-like fault. Me.
Well, she is old.
Me, get off my lawn.
Oh, so to you, John R. McPhail, congratulations, you, sir, are the winner of this week's Quad M FGS Award for Stupidity.
You dummy!
Bless your thieving heart. Stealing from your old mom.
What the fuck? Witnesses, too. God damn, man. Oh, fuck. Okay.
God. Let's get us into some hot takes.
And the sign gotta stay hot. You gotta stay hot. You gotta stay hot.
All right. So, whilst we were having our little fun and shenanigans and whoop-de-doos over at the Nagu Con here in Helena, there was a slightly larger comic book nerd pop culture event.
I might
that was
have
going
heard
on.
about that somewhere in California, maybe.
Yeah, somewhere. Apparently, it's some town that the Chargers play in, as well as the Padres. Yes,
Is
ladies
that
and
a foosball team.
yes, one's a foosball, one's a basketball. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this past week, the San Diego Comic Con was being held in, of all places, San Diego. And, you know, it used to be a case, at least for me as a comic book creator, San Diego was like the place to go. This is where the comic books happen. This is the Comic Con. Not so much nowadays. You know, it's basically turned into the world's largest cosplay party, and it's where all of the studios present the trailers for their new nerd features, TV, movie, whatever. The comic books really aren't really that much of a part of it anymore. I mean, there's the artist alley, people still come by, blah, 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 but it's not the big thing anymore with it. So what we're going to go ahead and do here is talk about what was the big deal out there, and basically all of the movie trailers and TV trailers and all that type of stuff. Basically, the premiere, the shit that's going to be premiering here within the next year.
And Adam Savage dressed as a bear, dragging a Leonardo DiCaprio corpse. He was cosplaying as the bear from Revenant.
It's the bear from Revenant. Oh, that Adam Savage, he's a fucking kick. He's a guy that I'd love to sit and have a beer with. Even though he probably doesn't drink, and if he did, he's probably one of those guys that you'd end up having to punch because he'd just get all fucking giddy.
They drink. Remember the Mythbusters episodes where they...
Oh,
like
yes,
the drunk
that's right. The drunk driving and
like
shit.
Does the getting drunk keep you warm stuff, you know?
Yeah, so he does hit the hooch.
Yeah. He'd do it for science.
Yeah, exactly. Let's run this myth. Does beer make you prettier? Let's find out.
Yeah, they won't be able to televise that one.
Well, I've gone ahead and I've given the first pint to Adam. We'll see kind of what happens here. I don't expect a whole hell of a lot, but
All right, so the big trailers that were presented. Now, on the way in, we were talking about the fact that you had finally given 5 minutes worth of time to Batman versus Superman.
Right.
So something tells me you're probably not too concerned with the Justice League or Wonder Woman movies.
I saw the Wonder Woman movie trailer thing from the Comic Con.
It really looks good.
It does.
You know,
it actually does. They
Yeah.
looked pretty good.
See, you know, and we've discussed movie magic before, you know, as far as how it can make, you know, like it can make Tom Cruise look like a 6 foot tall leading man when really we know he's like 5'0". And I have gone on record many times saying I have felt that Gal Gadot was just way too small and way too skinny to be Wonder Woman. And even when she is not dressed in her Wonder Woman regalia in Dawn of Justice, once she is armored up, she looks like a fucking badass. Same thing here. Watching the trailer for Wonder Woman. Oh my, that's just going to be.
I like what they did with the lasso, the kind of that looked like a string of fire.
The glowing effect to it, yeah. And had you stayed through the movie, you would have seen that in Dawn of Justice. You know, this is actually a fascinating topic. Okay, what I want to know now, up until the point where you finally just gave up, you tapped out, and you said, "All right, no more, no mas, Benjamin Affleck, no mas." So what really was it about? Was it the story couldn't hold you?
Ben Affleck as Batman.
That was it.
As that.
That
dude.
was it. Really?
Sorry, dude.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ben Affleck is not Batman. Can't wrap my little brain around that because. Yeah.
Well, you know, and to that point, you know, I've said, and really, I kind of established this modus operandi around like 7th grade when Michael Keaton did his role as Batman. Because everybody was just dogging it. Mr. Mom is going to be fucking Batman. Beetlejuice is going to be Batman. And I'm 12 years old, and I'm like, dude, have you not seen Clean and Sober? The guy can fucking play drama. I did that like Richard Pryor at 12 years old, too. The motherfucker can play drama. You know, so my thought was always, you know, let the directors and the casting agents, you know, do their job. Let's see what he does. And Michael Keaton did not disappoint. Same thing happened when Heath Ledger was cast as Joker. Oh my God, people fucking lost their minds. You mean the gay cowboy?
Yep.
The guy in the fucking, what was that movie, The Patriot? Was that the one he was in with Mel Gibson, I think? I can't remember. It's something like that. Some one of those periods. Anyways, you know, oh my God, blah, blah. Let's see what happens. Again, the fucking greatest Joker we've ever fucking had. So, for me personally, I said, let's go ahead. We'll give Ben Affleck his chance. And we of a differing opinion on this. I thought he did a fucking. He was the guy that fucking saved the movie as far as I was concerned. The Affleck, and like I said, if you get the chance, even just YouTube, the scene where he's fucking driving that Batmobile, fucking chasing down that truck with the kryptonite, dude, just fucking awesome. Anywho, so
to me, it came off as Ben Affleck trying way too hard to be Batman.
It doesn't. It's Ben Affleck in a cape and fucking. It's not Batman. Fuck. So I think we're pretty. I think we're kind of in agreement. The Wonder Woman trailer looked badass.
It did.
Did you watch any of the Justice League trailer or the Justice League snippet that they had posted out there?
I watched some of the Justice League snippet. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember a whole lot of it. Might have to refresh my memory because I watched like a a few of them back to back.
Basically, the whole thing of the trailer was basically Ben Affleck Wayne going to the various candidates, the Flash, Cyborg, and Aquaman, trying to bring him in to join the League, and then him and Gal Gadot having conversations in between in the Batcave. I think with like Aquaman, they were kind of getting a little tussle, and it's like, so is he going to join? I don't know the fucking Themyscirian Paradise Island accent, so I'll just make up my own like I always do. And was he going to join? He says, well, a little bit yes, a little bit no. Then it cuts to the fucking tussling, and it was more no, wasn't it? More or less. Yeah. So, what I would say is, do you think you will give Justice League a chance because of Jason Momoa as Aquaman?
I'd give it a whack, yeah.
Conan the Aquaman. Aquaman the Barbarian.
Ronan the Aquaman.
Yeah,
I'll give it a whack, dude. I mean, sure.
All in all, they're basically setting it up. So, a spoiler alert for those that haven't watched Dawn of Justice all the way through. I think they're setting it up to where Superman, is brought back to life because he's fucking, magic Kryptonian, all that type of shit.
He's fucking Superman.
Because he's Superman. He's died before. But I don't know if they'll do something. What would, kind of be cool is go ahead and make Superman like mind controlled by Darkseid and the guys from Apocalypse. Because apparently the villain in this is going to be Steppenwolf, which is Darkseid's uncle. That's the rumor. Yeah, exactly. The Justice League finally getting one right, stopping classic fucking rock radio from playing that shit.
Oh man, I'd love the Justice League if they could go back in time and take out Z101.
Oh boy. Just the concept. Well, the concept of classic rock radio. Not classic rock because I love that era of music. I just don't like the fucking radio stations that play them because they ruin the fucking songs for me. They play them all the fucking time. But we've had that debate before. Okay,
it's not a debate. We agree.
Yeah. Well, debate with like the fucking 60-year-old burnouts are like, yeah, fucking Skinner.
Play some Skinner.
Yeah.
Free bird. Fuck off.
Oh yeah, Sweet Home Alabama, man. That's my fucking jam. Yeah, you're fucking from Montana, dumbass. Anywho, so all right. And so, as a result, too, there's a lot of people that were giving mad props to the Bat outfit. To which I say, fantastic, great. What are some other key trailers or teasers that came out? The teaser for Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Fuck Spider-Man.
Fuck Spider-Man. And I don't think you watched any of that. You didn't see any of that, did you?
No.
Basically, they just kind of intercut some snippets of the movie that's been filmed so far with scenes from Civil War, and the crowd is just fucking going nuts. Understandably so.
Sure. Spider-Man
is now part of the cinematic universe. That's always good. They did some shit with the Netflix series. I don't know if they had announced Daredevil Season 3 at San Diego, but they did show the trailer for the Luke Cage. I did not see the Luke Cage trailer. Did you? Okay.
Well, I didn't know who or what Luke Cage was. So.
Oh, the Power Man of Power Man and Iron Fist. He was the blaxploitation. Yeah, the comic book back in the 70s was Power Man and Iron Fist, right? And basically, it was like you take everything that was great about 70s grindhouse exploitation films.
Okay.
You had your blaxploitation guy with Power Man, right? He was fucking he has blue tights, his chain, his link chain is a belt, and his yellow fucking, puffed up shirt, and his silver fucking tiara. He's like, oh, sweet Christmas, baby. He was like the fucking badass with the skin as hard as diamond. And then to cover the kung fu part, you had Iron Fist. The man whose hands would become like a thing unto iron. Oh, God, I love that comic. Love Power Man and Iron Fist. And then apparently the big stink on this was there was a series called Valerian.
I read something about that, and I'm not sure. I used to take Valerian route back in the day when I couldn't sleep very well. I don't know. It kind of put me to sleep, and that's what I assumed that would do.
I guess, yeah. Well, and apparently people are saying that this is going to be like the next big,
it's a Netflix series? Is that what you said?
I'm not sure where I'm not sure. I really don't know. Netflix was the Luke Cage. because they got all the Marvel TV, the Marvel shows on there. Valerian, I'm not sure what channel that's coming on. I'm not really up to date on it. So I don't know. Some of the reports are saying it's going to be kind of like an X-Files ish, amazing stories, kind of weird off the chart type thing. I think just with the buzz surrounding it, I'll check the first couple episodes out and just kind of see what's up. They had a trailer for the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I did not see that. Did you?
No.
No. Okay. And then Riverdale. I think we covered that a couple of weeks back. Apparently, they're turning Archie Comics characters into like this dark, moody, brooding. I'm Archie. This is my friend Jughead. Jughead, say hello. I don't know, Arch. I just don't know. So apparently everyone's like all into fucking angst Archie. So I don't know.
Weird.
Apparently one of the big stinkeroos at the San Diego Con was Batman: The Killing Joke. A lot of people were kind of upset about it.
Well, they're fucking retarded. That's why. I don't know what they expected. Well, it was everything I expected it to be.
With that little segue, let's get into the review. This past Monday night...
No, we're not done with the previews yet, fucker.
I read them. We got through them all. What else did you want to talk about with the trailers?
One of my favorite Batmans of all time, Lego Batman.
Oh, that's right. Yes,
Getting his own movie. I saw the preview for it. I don't know. You didn't see that one, though?
I've seen some like trailers at the actual like theaters and on some of the DC Blu-ray stuff. So I did not see the trailer that was specifically made and distributed at the San Diego.
It looks awesome. Because what I like about the Lego Batman, especially from the Lego movie, is it's not Batman. It's the complete parody of Batman.
Oh yeah, well, and that's the beauty of Lego.
Fucking hilarious is what it is.
Oh yeah. Well, and I think it's a direct takeoff from the Batman Lego games. Where he's trying to be like he's like basically if you took the stoic Kevin Conroy Batman and applied the 1966 campy sensibilities towards it, but he's totally oblivious to the fact that it's camp. And it's that which makes it even campier. Indeed. That's the beauty of it.
Indeed.
So, if it's is it intended for theaters or is it intended for a Blu-ray release? Do you know?
I bet you it's going to be to the theaters.
If it's theaters, are we going?
Sure.
Okay. All right. I'm just got to make sure on these things because if I say, dude, let's fucking rock, I don't really want.
The Lego movie that this Lego Batman comes from is. The Lego movie I was really doubtful of. I thought it was going to be like this stupid fucking just lame ass, but it was stupidly fucking awesome is what it was.
You ended the movies running around going everything is awesome. Yeah, something like that. I really honestly, while I can't see you doing that, I can see you doing that. Just in one of those moments where you're looking around, no one's fucking looking right. All right. Everything is awesome. All right. So, okay. So, getting from that, now can we go ahead and do our review?
Yeah. Fine.
All right. Let's go
talk
ahead.
Some more. I can go home now.
No, because sir, your opinion matters. Okay, so this past Monday night, we were able to see a special screening on the big screen of Batman: The Killing Joke, and before I just sit here and start fucking coming all over myself, Jason, what were your thoughts?
I thought it was pretty fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It was everything I expected the movie to be, or I guess short film. It wasn't really like, but
I think it probably. I mean, not counting the Mark Hamill documentary they showed at the beginning, I think it still ran for a good hour and a half.
But yeah, it was everything I expected it to be, and they didn't fucking like go over the top. It was the fucking
Mm-hmm.
And I like that they did it in the Batman the Animated Series style with those characters.
Yeah, bringing the actors Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill and Tara Strong were all in there.
Yep.
Would have liked to have seen Bob Hastings back as Commissioner Gordon, but they used Ray Wise, who I love him as I love Ray Wise, fucking awesome actor. So my thoughts on it: number one, So everybody, like at San Diego Comic-Con, was all freaked out and pissed off by that first third of the movie, which was setting up
Batgirl,
or as we like to call her, Barbara Gordon.
Barbara Gordon.
Gordon. And they so basically what it amounts to is that it like the first third of the movie is kind of this little setting the table for things that will eventually happen, and they try to stop. They try to bust this two-bit hood of a nephew of a big crime boss who the nephew's street name was Paris Franz because his name was like Perry Francisco or something like that, so that was his street name, whatever. And then your boy Bender played the voice of the crime lord, the crime boss. Didn't even recognize it until the credits rolled.
Yeah.
So there kind of becomes this whole weird fascination that he has with her, blah blah blah, and kind of this back and forth thing. But the big stink that's made is that Batman says, no, you are off this case because there's too much emotional attachment going on here. We cannot do this. Batgirl says, fuck you. We're partners, blah, 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 blah. And so in an anger, she kind of starts, decking him, swinging at him. He kind of blocks, parries her. She throws him to the ground. Next thing you know, in just this snap flash moment of passion, they do the bat deed. They do the bat dance on a rooftop, okay? And everybody's losing their fucking mind, saying, "Oh my God, you're ruining the dynamic. Batgirl's like a daughter, not a sexual object, and you're objectifying and doing all these terrible things to Batgirl." No. My personal thought on this is that if we're looking at it from a realistic standpoint, which everyone wants to try to put realism in comics nowadays, right?
Sure.
From a realistic standpoint. What? Realism in comics?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, just because.
Wings deployed.
If you have two people that are side by side working partners for however many years up to that point, they have the blowout, but they've always had that little bit of attraction. Eventually, some shit's gonna fucking happen at some point in time.
Brown cow.
Exactly. Batgirl and Batman. It's been established in other various continuities that there was a relationship of some sort, and so for people to fucking lose their mind over this, I thought it was just stupid and asinine. And when you actually watch it, it makes sense. It fits. It in no way does it devalue Batgirl as a woman or what the fuck ever. It's two adults having a heat of the moment type of thing, right?
They're only human.
Exactly. So it sets the table for her quitting being Batgirl, and it sets the non-fans who may not really have any kind of attachment to Batgirl some level of groundwork for what is soon to transpire. Now, Killing Joke came out in the graphic novel of Killing Joke came out over 30 years ago. So I'm not giving any spoilers on this fucking thing. It's over 30 years. If you haven't fucking read this, that's your own damn fault as we get into this. I thought when I left that movie theater, when it started into the actual book of Killing Joke, it was spot fucking on. Every beat was there. Nothing was missed. I mean, it was damn near word for word. It was perfect across the board.
If I had to pick my favorite scene was the end.
Like the very end when he tells the joke and kind of leaves that ambiguous ending.
Yeah, and they're standing there laughing together.
Right. Well, and that's one of those ambiguous endings too that Alan Moore left, because there are people that believe that it was just they somehow these two sociopaths came to some level of understanding. Another one was that Batman finally killed Joker. That's why he's the only one laughing at the end, and Joker's no longer laughing. And really, that's up for whatever fucking debate people want to have. It's a nice ambiguous ending.
And the Joker, you can't kill off the Joker because you can't have Batman without the Joker.
Exactly.
You've got all those other bad guys and whatnot, but it always boils down to Batman and the Joker.
Complete order versus complete chaos.
And yeah.
And that's really it. My favorite scene, God, because it's such a fucking great book all the way around. What I really loved was not just the fact that they still managed to include they managed to include that musical number. Because I remember reading the book and I'm like, how would you ever put these lyrics to music? Well, Bruce Timm and the fine folks at Warner Brothers Animation, they did it. But that whole scene where they've got Commissioner Gordon on that track and car. I mean, I don't know what ride you would call that.
Oh, the Funhouse ride. Is
right.
What it was, something like that.
Something like that. But and he's up on all of the screens. Yeah. I just thought that was just done so beautifully.
It was pretty cool.
And
that was a
just
cool
done
scene.
So well. That to me was a highlight. Quite frankly, when Barbara Gordon gets shot, it was so fucking spot on, and the dialogue of like the whole it's a paperback edition, but the spine's kind of damaged, and all that type of shit. I mean, it was just all there. It was just across the board. But like I say, that scene through the funhouse with Commissioner Gordon and all of the Joker, that to me visually was the best of all of it. Indeed. So I'm trying to
and good old Conroy and Hamill, they fucking knocked it out of the park. I mean, the Joker was awesome. I mean, you could tell by the way he was voicing that he was into it.
He loves the character.
Yeah, you couldn't. Yeah, you're right. That you sitting there. That's Mark Hamill. No,
that's Joker.
That's the Joker.
That's Joker. And he, when the Arkham games came out,
dark side flow through you.
My father was a Jedi. So when the Arkham games had come out, and he flat out said, this is it. I am done. Mm-hmm. I am done. I'm retiring as Joker. And it was maybe like a couple weeks later where he said, I would come out of retirement for one thing and one thing only. If they did the Killing Joke.
Yep.
And goddamn, when they made that announcement, it was like fucking joygasm across the fucking nerd world. And ladies and gentlemen, if you did not get a chance to see it in the theaters, I think it comes out on Blu-ray. I think it's out now for digital download on iTunes. But you can pick it up. You can pick it up on DVD or Blu-ray. I think August 2nd is when it comes out. What would you give it out of 10?
Out of 10? An 11.
I'm kind of there with you.
Goes all the way up to 11.
These go to 11. Yeah. I think you're getting two perfect scores from us. The experience of the theater, I would give the experience at the theater a 9.5 only because of that fucking long drawn out documentary at the beginning. They should have just put that at the end. They should have. Don't do this fucking music documentary that I didn't stick around for. Say, we've got a special Mark Hamill documentary after the credits. People would have stuck around, and if you wanted to, okay, cool. But to sit there and draw out, and I mean, you got these two guys sitting up front going, will you just start the fucking movie? Just get it going. So yeah, for that experience, I give it a 9.5 just because of that. But as far as the Killing Joke in and of itself, the fucking 10 out of 10. There is not enough stars in the galaxy to fucking give it the proper due respect. So yeah, no, Killing Joke is a perfect rating. The minute that comes out, buy it, get it, pick it up. It is phenomenal. Indeed. It is fucking awesome.
Indeed.
Okay, so let's go ahead here. Got a couple more minutes we can burn with some real quick stories here for you. So did you hear the latest about George Takei and his opinions of the new Star Trek movie?
No. Enlighten me.
George Takei, however you want to pronounce it. I was always a Takei pronuncier myself. Had himself an exclusive interview with the Hollywood Reporter, and they were talking about the new Star Trek movie. And apparently within this new Star Trek movie, they announce or kind of show that Sulu is gay.
Oh my.
Okay. I might have read. Yeah, I read something about that, but
And apparently George Takei wasn't happy about it.
Huh.
He wasn't like angrily gay Oriental mean about it. But he was, I am very disappointed. I'm sorry, you could probably do a much better George.
I'm very disappointed.
I'm very disappointed. Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Did you want to read this?
Oh no.
Oh no. So from the Hollywood Reporter, a couple little snippets on this. So Simon Pegg had come up with this idea of, you know what, let's go ahead and, if we're going to bring in and, if we're going to do some kind of gay character, let's honor George Takei and let's make Sulu gay. And so Jeremy Lin, the director, and Josh, what is his last? I've got his last name on here somewhere. I think it's like Josh Hong, I think his name is. I don't know. Fucking Harold from Harold and Kumar. They all thought it was just this great idea. And so each of them individually at some point in time had contacted George Takei saying, hey, we're going to do this, we're going to do this. And Takei was very much of the, no, I do not think you should do this.
No.
Please continue. You're not going to do it now. So he says, no, I'm not going to do it now. And he says, I do not think this should happen. And so basically, and then so what basically boils down to is that he believes that Roddenberry's initial vision of the character of Sulu was that he was straight. And apparently there's this deal where it's talking about this party at Gene Roddenberry's house that he had at one point, and old Takei was in the pool, and he swam up to him all glowing and glisteningly, and hello, George.
Hello, George.
Hello, George.
Oh my.
And he brought up, because of the fact they were talking civil rights and equality and all this type of stuff within the Star Trek series, that, what about some, gay equality, bringing that about? And Roddenberry says, no, after the whole interracial kiss between Kirk and Uhura, where the ratings like fucking sunk after that, he says, no, that's walking a fucking tight line. Just can't do it. Can't do it. And they end up getting canceled a season later anyway, so. But so he said no. And Roddenberry was so intense about the creation of his characters that he thought of them thoroughly. And so it was always the understanding Sulu was a heterosexual. Okay, fantastic, great, no big deal there. Star Trek Generations actually had Sulu's daughter in it. So we knew he had, and from what Takei was saying, that the conception of Demora Sulu was a one night stand with a as George Takei likes to put this, a very athletic, powerful, and stunningly gorgeous woman.
Oh my.
It was a one night stand with a glamazon.
With a glamazon.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Welcome aboard. So at the end of the day, everyone was all like, oh, this is going to be great. And, they show a picture of Sulu and his husband and the boy that they're raising. And the one guy you'd think would be all about it and all happy about it, apparently is just, no. His exact words, it's very unfortunate.
It's very unfortunate.
It's very unfortunate for Sulu. Sulu is not gay. Sulu is a heterosexual. Why, no, I do not know karate. Why do you think I know karate? Oh, okay. So, as we get to wrapping up this here second segment, got a little surprise. A little surprise here for you. Last week you decided with the picks of the week, you were going to give us a special, 30 or however was it, 40 years ago? First, Neil Armstrong set foot on the moon.
Sure.
Well, I have another milestone for you.
Okay.
I'm not going to use this for the pick of the week. But there was another milestone that happened on this day 25 years ago. Do you want to take a guess as to what it was? Well, you've already fucking read the show notes, so you'd be able to.
Surprise us.
Today marks the 20th, and I'm reading this from the article on thesmokinggun.com, one of a favorite site of ours to pull news. Today marks the 25th anniversary of Pee Wee Herman's arrest for exposing himself inside of a XXX theater in Florida. So celebrate accordingly, kids.
So celebrate accordingly. Go get yourself arrested.
That's right. Pee Wee Herman, whose real name, Paul Rubens, was collared on July 26th of 1991 after an undercover cop spotted him twice exposing himself inside the South Trail Cinema, Sarasota County's only adult theater.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Hello. According to a Sarasota County Sheriff's Office report, a detective watched as Rubens exposed penis with left hand and began to masturbate at 8:35 p.m. and then again 10 minutes later.
No, he was just still going.
At 8:35. Oh, that's easy. Rubens was arrested on a sexual exposure charge. The star of Pee-wee's Playhouse, a graduate of Sarasota High School, was in town visiting his parents, and he should have just stayed there. Oh, Rubens pleaded no contest to the misdemeanor count and was sentenced to community service and ordered to pay a small fine. The professional fallout was more severe. CBS ceased airing his show on Saturday mornings, Pee Wee Herman toys were removed from store shelves, and the comedian became a punchline for countless bad jokes. But Rubens was not without his defenders. Members of the public questioned the priorities of the Sarasota cops, while some celebrities issued statements in support of Rubens. Whatever he may have done, oh no.
Uh-oh.
If you want to have one guy supporting you, I guess in 91 it would be as one. You want me to do it in his voice?
Charlie Sheen?
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no. Would you want me to do the voice?
Do the voice.
I'll do the voice. Okay, so this celebrity says, whatever he may have done, he hasn't done it to no children. Daw.
All right.
How's that for irony? Don't tell me it's not irony, goddammit. Yes, Bill Cosby told People magazine that. Whatever people may have done. Oh. The South Trail Cinema, which was flanked by a Red Lobster and a Dutch Valley family restaurant, was demolished a few years later after Rubens' arrest. Over the years, reports have differed as to whether Rubens, age 38 at the time, was pleasuring himself during a showing of Nurse Nancy or Catalina Tiger Shark.
Oh, Nurse Nancy.
Nurse Nancy.
Oh, Nurse Nancy.
Oh, Catalina Tiger Shark.
Nurse Nancy.
Oh, Catalina Tiger Shark.
Nurse Nancy.
You know what I just realized?
Nurse Nancy.
I forgot to turn the fucking fans off.
You did.
So we're going to have that in the background. Oh, well, so be it. Okay, so other than that level of exciting news, do you got anything else for the news and notes of hot takes this week?
No.
All right. Well, let's go ahead then. We will wrap this up for the second segment. We will come back with a little bit of Reddit fun and picks o' the week. This is the Quad M Show. Stay tuned.
In a city where corruption rules the streets, only one man can stop the serial killer known as the Blood Bandit. James Kurt, a former police officer turned private investigator, must race against the clock to stop the madman before he achieves his ultimate diabolical goal. When JK's brother Alex is thought killed in the line of duty and mysteriously returns with no memory of his past life, the stakes are raised even higher. Enigma, the comic book series from Quad M Productions, written and illustrated by TJ Damon, with colors and effects by Jason Vickers. Enigma. Order your copy at quadmproductions.com today.
Welcome back to the third and final segment of this Quad M Show. We are your hosts. I'm TJ.
Jason.
And this segment is brought to you in part by Deeply Dapper. Hey, are you looking for that one-of-a-kind gift for the geek who has it all? Maybe a little something out of the ordinary for yourself? Well, look no further than Deeply Dapper. Ranging from The Walking Dead to Doctor Who to Labyrinth, Star Wars, and well beyond, Deeply Dapper has it all. From original art prints to metal flasks. See, because he's no longer doing those cloth dolls. Where was I?
Metal flasks.
Yep.
Don't forget the metal prints.
Flasks, handcrafted light switch plates, and key hangers, to handmade soaps, all based on your favorite Nerd World properties. And yes, as you so casually point out there, along with his regular art prints, he is also doing metal art prints, and they look fantastic.
They do. They're incredible. Mm-hmm. They're pretty neat.
Visit the online store today at deeplydapper.squarespace.com. That's deeplydapper.squarespace.com. Deeply Dapper, better living through tentacles. And the art prints and the metal prints, he does not sell those online, though. He sells those strictly at the convention. So if you're at a convention that Chris McClanahan, Deeply Dapper, is attending, get in there and get them. They are fantastic to take a look at.
You got to bring some money when you go to Chris's booth, because you'll be like, I want this and I want that. Oh, look at that. It's pretty fucking cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it's usually preceded by, ooh, look at that.
I'm glad I got a copy of the alphabet book.
Yeah, I was a little kind of torqued that, he only had the one. But you've been hankering for that for a long time, so good on you, sir.
I was kicking myself because I didn't pick it up last time at the Nagu Con.
Right. So, you got her this time around, so we're all good to go. And like I say, as much as his stuff is great to look at, well, you know what's great to listen to? Reddit Fun with Jason.
Indeed.
Yes, indeedy do. Oh,
Indeed.
my.
Oh, my.
All right, so, Jason, good sir, what do the Redditors have for us this week?
All right. It is, if getting an erection made a sound, what sound would you choose?
Okay.
And I think we're pretty much unanimous with good old Beavis's.
Yeah.
Come to Butthead.
Bathe her and bring her to me. I think a good tight runner-up, at least for me, is the old...
Whoa, look out! Look out!
Oh, my.
Oh, my. All right, what do okay, so let's go ahead and see what the fine folks of Reddit reply.
Not a Pants Day says, the sound of flicking a ruler.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Oh, shit. This one is from Chainsaw Mascara.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. No.
Guilty dick ain't got no rhythm.
Awesome. All right. Oh, no wonder that guy got 4,000 points.
No wonder.
Ty Piper 93 says, that wiggly sound when you take a piece of sheet metal and wave it. Oscar Wee Wee says, you know that old school car horns that went, ooga.
Insert soundbite here.
Naked as a jaybird says, I would put it on vibrate.
Sir, your penis is going off.
Plasmic Dynamite says, that would only make things harder. Holden McGroin says, for the duration of my erection, I'd have the Mario Star Power-Up theme playing on loop. Kiri Kiriki?
Kiriki Ricky?
Kiri Kiriki.
Sure.
A slide whistle sound. All right, what else we got? Well, Gummer87 says, this is what would play for me.
Oh, Thank Christ I don't have to add that one in. Sometimes, you know what? Not even sometimes, all the time. You Redditors, God, I love you guys.
J Plam 33 says, "Schwing." Zanova 360, the exclamation sound from Metal Gear Solid. It would be great if an exclamation mark appeared above guys' heads, too. The Wilhelm scream. Ever play the old X-Men arcade game? Says Titanium Brainium.
I know where they're going with this one.
There's a sound Colossus makes when he uses his mutant power. I'd want that sound. Oh, shit. All right.
Thank you again, Redditors, for providing the sound bites so I don't have to put the other shit in. Thank you.
This is from Adolf_Hitler.
As opposed to the real Adolf. Windows.
Red Goose 31 says Morgan Freeman's voice saying strawberries.
If I can find that, tell me they've got that soundbite. No? Okay, I'll find it.
Someone says maybe titty sprinkles.
I look good. The most satisfying thing about this image is the fact that you are probably reading this in Morgan Freeman's voice. It's amazing, this phenomenon. Just by simply seeing a picture of someone, your brain instantly makes the connection to the most memorable thing about it. While there could be anything in the world written on this image. And in your brain, it would sound amazing because you have Morgan Freeman narrating it. Titty sprinkles. I do love me some titty sprinkles. In the morning, I like to put titty sprinkles on my pancakes. And when my friends aren't looking, I like to snort them up my nose. It doesn't matter what color. Blue, green, red, purple. I even like rainbow-colored titty sprinkles. I've even taken a bath in titty sprinkles. It's hard to wash off, though. But why would you want to? Everybody wants to smell like titty sprinkles. That's the good stuff.
Oh, God bless you, Redditors. God bless you. There's a special place in hell for you. Titty sprinkles. Oh, God, that one hurts.
Oh, yeah. Titty sprinkles is... Yeah. The sound Skype makes when you go online says, Shelby villain. Billy the Kid Royal says, this sound. The Duck Army. Have you seen the video?
Yeah.
The big pile of rubber ducksy squishes? Yeah.
Right.
Presuming says this.
Is this like some high school or 7th grade doing this?
Like children.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh God, that's horrible.
Holy shit, this is bringing tears to my eyes, man. This is...
Oh my God.
All I'm doing is just... This sounds... I keep forgetting... for some reason, it keeps slipping my mind. This is all about, the sounds that would occur when a boner happens. Instead, we're just listening to goofy sounds and fucking having a good time. All right, so what's next?
Oh, wow. People are still talking about that one. Holy cow. Oh yeah, I like this one. This is from Jertall. The sound you get when you pump a shotgun.
Chuck Chuck.
77 Remix says this sound. This is from Weird Shit Throwaway. Says the saxophone from Baker Street.
Not as good as Careless Whisper, but just as memorable. The difference with this, Careless Whisper, you got George Michael's like feathered hair. This one, dude, full on porn stash.
Yeah.
This is like full on Rick Rude porn stash right there.
Gary Rafferty.
Do you really care to hear some interesting musical trivia about him?
Nope.
Well, screw you.
Transcended Max Exposure says Archer's boner sound.
You know, I still have yet to watch that show.
What? Shh. It's on.
Seriously?
What?
I just heard you get hard.
You gotta remember, I spent 3 years with a woman that hated that show. And I never understood why, because it's H. John Benjamin, dude.
But well, a lot of women don't like that show. Well, a lot of women do, but most of the ones I've talked to don't. So,
well, it's okay. I'm in a different place now, so
Archer is a sexist asshole, and it's fucking hilarious.
I can binge watch.
Brother and Sex God Pod 3-Way says the sound when you flick a door spring stopper, a spring door stopper.
There we go. Better than a ruler.
Unconfidence says the Gettysburg Address. Code Monkey X says sad trombone. Sinner FA says Transformers transformation sound.
Autobots,
there we go.
Transform.
Yes.
That's the one.
That's what we're looking for.
Will Smith's boobs says da-na-na. Ah, Legend of Zelda.
I was gonna say that's a Zelda. That's a Zelda sound.
Yep. Oh yeah. This is from BizBub says the mysterious Magnum sound from Fallout New Vegas. That's pretty good too. Ted Denzelo says this.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's got to be higher up.
Oh, Jason and TJ do it again.
Mario picking up a mushroom says hard 9649. Hibernia 624 says the old dial-up AOL sound.
I'll tell you what, the way this internet's expanding, I think we're going to have to take someone out.
This one says... who says this? I cuff.
After 10,000 years, I'm free. It's time to conquer Earth.
It's morphin' time.
Oh, no. There, play.
There we go.
That was it. because I just closed out of the app accidentally.
Okay. All right. So Final Fantasy truly was the Final Fantasy.
Oh, wait, I got it back.
Oh, okay.
In time for one more.
One more. All right.
Yep. Sarah 57967. There we go.
For a more civilized age.
All right. That was it. That's where we're stopping.
All righty-dighty-do. So, as we end that, good sir, do you have anything for the pick of the week?
The pick of the week
for
is
yourself this week.
Yeah. Get your asses on YouTube and look up Adam Savage at this year's Comic-Con.
Ah, the bear costume.
The bear costume, yeah.
And
exactly.
we spoke of it earlier, and honestly, number one, it's an outstanding costume. And I'm sorry, but dude, that gut,
I know,
the bear gut is just phenomenal on it.
Sticking out. Yep, big fat bear hobbling around.
So my pick of the week this week, that I just come up with.
All right.
If any of you, quite frankly, have any level of testosterone in your body whatsoever, or even you gals that love Matt Damon. Well, the fifth installment of the Jason Bourne series,
indeed,
comes out this weekend, and I say fifth installment, but really it's only the fourth movie with him in it, because the last one had Jeremy Renner, Hawkeye.
Mm-hmm.
He was the new experiment. So this one, Jason Bourne, comes out this weekend, and I think from everything that the previews are showing, it's going to be another ass-kicking adventure, and apparently he's got his memories back.
All right.
So now he's like 5 times as dangerous.
5 times.
Now, Matt Damon, ass-kicker, Matt Damon. All right, so yeah, if you get the chance, go out, check that out. That is going to be awesomely outstanding. All right, well, good sir, do we have anything left this evening to pimp, promote, propagate, or pander?
No.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
So that will wrap it up for this week's episode of the Quad M Show. As always, gang, make sure stop on by iTunes, subscribe, rate, and review us. That is very important to do those things. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and really any of those social media type stuff. Until next week, this is TJ.
And Jason.
And this is the Quad M Show. Take care.
You've been listening to the Quad M Show. Copyright 2016, Quad M Productions. If you have any comments, questions, queries, quibbles, concerns, or just have something funny to say to us, feel free to email us at quadmcomics@gmail.com or send us a tweet at quadmcomics.
No matter how you say it,
Cruce con la verde, en el medio pierde.
it always means the same thing.
Attraversate soltanto al segnale verde, mai nel mezzo della strada.
Cross at the green, not in between.
Kijk daar hier bij de gas, nou dan wens is green. Niet ergens zwischen inmitten vom Block.
It means cross at the corner, never in the middle of the block. Don't walk until the light turns green. Always cross at corners where motorists expect you and where you can see them. Cross at the green, not in between. In any language, it's a way of life.